The loss of a legend. Cherish your life. And it's Grateful Monday.
Welcome to The Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Monday, January 27th, 2020, day 136 of Gotta Get on Ellen. And 5 days to go on my 30-day challenge. Now, I have made a decision. I have decided to change things up. By the way, still on track. Still on track. No alcohol over the weekend, no carbs, no sweets. We did, however, have a cauliflower crust pizza. No carbs in that. Yeah, we won't be getting that again. It's not that it didn't taste good. It tasted fine. I mean, it's not pizza. It's not. But it was a great treat for me, for someone who hasn't had any real carbs or pizza-like anything for the last 25 days. The problem is it was so freaking expensive. Now, the place that we got it from, a pizza place that we usually go to, says they don't make the crust themselves. They order it. So it's kind of like the size of a personal pan pizza. She said that it's a 10-inch pizza, and I didn't really know how big that really was. So she said, well, our small is 14 inches. I said, okay, well, I guess we'll get 2 then. So we got 2. We got a regular pizza. Joe got some sausage on his. I got some white pizza with some mushrooms on mine. And Joe went and picked them up, came home, told me it was $27. $27 for 2 personal size pizzas. They were small. Oh yeah, they were small. I mean, they were bigger than a frozen personal pan pizza, personal size pizza, but very tiny. So we won't be doing that again, but it was a nice treat. I do have to tell you that. So here's what I have determined. I'm going to let myself off early from my 30-day challenge for good behavior. And here's the reason why. And I wouldn't do it if it weren't a really good reason. I had first thought about maybe just indulging a little food-wise. But now I've decided, you know what? I think that maybe I deserve a little drink. Just 1 or 2. Not going to go overboard. So I'm not sure if I mentioned it. I probably have because I get very excited about these things. And my birthday is coming up next week, and it's a big one. That's right. I'm going to be 50 years old. I had said to Joe last night, I said, can you believe that next week you'll be married to a 50-year-old? He's like, I know. Because Joe is 6 months younger than me. Robbed the cradle, that is. And I had said to him, yeah, remember when we thought that was so old? And his response was, yeah, we were right. Well, thanks a lot, Joe. Oh, my goodness. So here's what I decided. On Thursday of this week, I have one of my book clubs. And I invited a majority, well, I believe all of them, out for a gathering that I'm going to be having out next week on my actual birthday to celebrate my big 5-0. If I would have been in a position to have a party, I would have loved to have done that because, 50 is, it's a milestone. It's a half a century. And you all have been putting up with me now for 50 years, and you deserve a party. But I'm not able to do that, unfortunately. So my best friend from first grade, my BFF from first grade, my very first BFF, Tracy, is coming to spend the night with me. And we're going to go out and do a couple of things on Tuesday of next week, which is my actual birthday, and then I'm going to stop off at a corner watering hole, and I invited some people to come and join me just to have a drink, what have you. Not a party. I'm not looking for presents. I just want to hang out with some of my favorite people to mark the day. So a lot of the people that are planning to attend are in my book club. So I think, and somebody had mentioned something about celebrating a little bit early on book club day, which is Thursday, like I said. So I think maybe I'm going to let myself off for some good behavior. Because, honestly, I knew I could do it, but I had some doubts. I did. I had some doubts. I'm not done yet. But with that being said, I technically only have 3.5 days to go because I'll still be on track. And, once February rolls around, I'm not giving up completely on this quest of mine because, part of the reason I wanted to do this was to kind of retrain my body. I had mentioned before that I'd gotten into this habit of eating every hour or two. Not a lot, but like just say a banana here, and then an hour and a half later I'd have a yogurt, and then 2 hours later I'd have a granola bar. I wanted to get out of that constant eating. I wanted to kind of retrain my body to expect food at only certain times of the day, and I think I have achieved that. So I'm not going to go right back to all of my old ways. I am definitely going to start putting croutons back in my salad, though. Boy, I have missed those. I have missed my croutons, I got to tell you. And we always have bagels on the weekends here, and I have not had a bagel since January 1st, and I miss them. I miss my bagels. We've even had 2 in the freezer all this time, and I have come across them a couple of times, and I have not indulged. So I am very proud of myself, and I do think that a 28.5-day challenge is good enough. So there you go. First podcast on my new computer. Kind of working some bugs out. I'm hoping this is coming across well. I'm hoping that when I listen back, it doesn't sound funky or it's there. I'm having a volume issue right now. I kind of can't hear myself at all in my headphones. It's kind of throwing me a little bit. Hopefully I'm going to get some of these kinks worked out. The transition from Windows to Mac really is pretty huge. Just some very simple things that I can't figure out how to do. It took me forever to figure out how to copy and paste today. I mean, took me forever. No right click. Nope. No right click. So the other thing that I really need to figure out is, when I'm writing in my Word program, which I'm still using the Windows version because that's where all my documents are. That's where everything is saved, and that's what I'm used to. If a word came up misspelled before, I would just right-click it, and it would show me the options to replace it with. Again, it's not allowing me to right-click in this program for some reason. So, I have to go all the way up to the actual spell check, which seems like a huge waste of time to me. So I'm hoping I'm going to figure some of this stuff out, as well as the volume, because it's really driving me crazy. Today is Grateful Monday. I wanted to tell you some of the things I was grateful for this past week to help show you how simple the process of writing a gratitude journal is, and examples of things that I'm grateful for as maybe an example, to you and what kind of things you could include in your own. Because I think that a lot of times when people start thinking about a gratitude journal, they don't know what to say. So here are a couple of mine from last week. I received an email from a family member this week that told me I inspired her to get off her duff and to start living with more intention based on some of the things I was posting last week. I actually posted a picture of the email on the Hopefulist page over the weekend, so if you would like to check that out, that made my heart sing, made me feel really good. She told me that I am inspiring people every day. Thank you. I cannot tell you how much words like that mean to me. Another thing I was grateful for this week, my new computer and printer, which Joe has hooked up for me, ready to go. My old printer took so long to print. This one, bam, 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 it's done. I love it. On Friday, it was actually Thursday. I wrote it down on Friday. I had a great night's sleep. One of those sleeps where I just kind of fell asleep and didn't wake up all night. Woke up feeling kind of refreshed, like I actually got enough sleep. And another thing I am grateful for is I got up and was just like a productivity machine yesterday. I got up, I started doing laundry, I started cleaning, I started doing all these things. I super deep cleaned my bathroom. Do I love cleaning the bathroom? No, I hate it. I hate it. But I did everything. I did the tub surrounds and the walls in the shower, and I did it for both bathrooms. And I am so grateful now that it's done. You know, it's like I clean my bathrooms on a regular basis. However, I do not clean the tub surrounds and the shower walls on a regular basis. I do that when I deem necessary. So when I get in the shower this morning, it'll look so sparkling clean. I'll be like, woo, look how pretty my shower is. Yes, it's something to be happy about. It's something to be grateful for that it's actually done. Just got to do it again in a little bit. But, you know, that's life. That's cleaning. That's, you know, we shower every day, right? We've got to clean all the time. So over the weekend, I think I told you we got Apple TV, Apple streaming with the purchase of my new computer. So we binge watched The Morning Show with Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon. They were all 1 hour episodes, and there was 10 of them. So we spent a good chunk of our weekend watching this show. I got to tell you, it is super intense, really intense. Joe and I were trying to decide whether we liked Jennifer Aniston's character or not. I said, I don't think that she was a very likable character, but there are times that you were rooting for her throughout the show. I think Reese Witherspoon did an amazing job. I think that actually she was a bit robbed, as much as I love Jennifer Aniston, and I do. I love Jennifer Aniston. I think that maybe Reese Witherspoon was a little more worthy of the SAG Award for Best Actress for this show. It is a really, really good show. Super intense. Really makes you think. It really is a good demonstration of how things have gone in the business world, especially male-dominated business worlds, for a very long time, and how that's changing. How some people are rebelling against it. Some people still are afraid to speak about it. Very compelling television. So I had put up a topic yesterday, which I didn't get much play on because I'm thinking either it was a question that was a little too thought-provoking. You like to talk about toilet paper flaps being up or down, but talk about dreams and goals, and sometimes you get a little quiet. So, I just got another response. Okay. And, you know, what the question was is, what award would you like to win and for what achievement? Patty said trying. She would like an award, for trying, which I liked very much. Jim says I'd take an Oscar, a little Oscar, for my role in the sequel to What's Eating Gilbert Grape. He's always said that his life seems to mimic that movie. And Marcy now just has picked what I had chosen, a Pulitzer for breaking a big political story. Won't get more specific because I don't want to start a fight. I also chose a Pulitzer because it's for writing, journalism, news reporting, author, all of those things. I feel that would be a very high achievement. It would be great to win a Pulitzer for a book, I think. I don't know if they have Pulitzers for personal development books. I know they do for literature, obviously. But I have no intention of writing literature.